So here's my installation of the Swytch Kit. The first thing to do is to put the tyre on the motor wheel. And once that's done, we can put the wheel on the forks. And we line up the torque washers so that the axle doesn't spin when the motor's running. And then make sure it spins freely and tighten up the two axle bolts. And then there are dust covers to go over those after you've tightened them fully. And the next thing to do is to choose the sensor. That one is too loose, it's 2 millimeters thick. So we try the 4 millimeter thick and it's perfect. So we'll then put it into the magnetic holder. But you can see that it fits nicely on there, and there's an extension on the device to attach it to the pedal arm. But I don't need that in this case because the 4mm on its own is tight enough in my axle gap. And you can see the working side is the side with the text on, and that has to face in towards the bicycle frame. And you click it together, and then the C-clip holds the whole thing nice and tightly together. And you can see it spins perfectly freely. And now the sensor that goes adjacent to the magnetic circle, and you can see it's too big in my case on my frame, so I had to actually cut off the bracket, which I think is what is expected. And then I put on some double-sided tape to help locate it and keep it in place, and you line it up so that the sensor is right over the magnets. And then I cable tied it on for extra security. Make sure you don't foul any of the brake cables on the with the cable ties, and pull them tight. I put a second one on to keep it nice and level. And then you can just go ahead and trim off the end tails of the cable ties. These are the shims. I use the 260s for the main mount on the handlebars. So you place it on, and then I turned it upside down and slid in the 260 spacer shims. It's quite fiddly to hold it all in place. And then two more on top, 260 shims. And then the bottom of the bracket, which is now on the top because it's upside down. And then 4 Allen screws holding it in place. Go around the 4 and tighten them up until they start to come together. And it's getting tighter on the handlebars. Then just push the brake cables out of the way and push it down into place, line it up, and then tighten it up from underneath. Here's the display panel and control panel, which I put on the left hand handlebar, one single Allen screw, which I can then control it with my thumb. And now we connect everything up. The green cables are for the control panel, the orange is for the pedal sensor, and this is the main power cable from the motor. And you line up the arrows on this multi-pin socket and push down tightly, and you get a good weather seal. Now we cable tie everything neatly onto the frame. 3 there. And you do the same with the cable for the pedal sensor. Again, avoiding any snagging or fouling of the brake cables. You can see that I put them above the brake cables and hugging the frame closely. I've put several here, trim off the excess, and at the top there's a little more excess, so I kind of looped this together and still left enough slack to allow the handlebars to turn safely. And there you have it installed. The battery just clips on, the motor's neatly wired in, and the pedal sensors perfectly aligned with the receiver. And you can see the control panel, which is easy to control.